Hey everyone, Scott here, and in today's video, I'm going to go over 4 different warning signs that a product might be a bad product to sell on Amazon. Product research is something I know is a pain point for many people, so I want to make this video to help you better evaluate the product opportunities you find and to help you get over the analysis paralysis I know many people struggle with. These 4 points I'm going to go over are things I find many people either don't think about at all or put very little attention towards, even though they can be the difference between a successful product and a failed product. I did another video going over some of the other criteria I look at when evaluating a product, so if you're interested in viewing that one after this one, I'll have it linked in the description down below. Of course, I truly appreciate it if you put a like on the video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this from me, or if you have any other video ideas, feel free to put them in the comments down below, and let's go ahead and get right into it. The first warning sign is that all the competing products look virtually the same. When a shopper searches a keyword on Amazon, they're greeted by 60+ listings for them to go through. And if all the products look very similar, it's easy for them to get overwhelmed and just look for a high-ranked product that looks like what they want, that either has the most reviews or the best pricing or a combination of both. This can make it very hard for you to compete as a new product with very little to no reviews and maybe not ranking as good as you want to be. This concept is kind of hard to explain just by talking about it, so let's go ahead and jump onto Amazon and I'll show you a few examples of what I mean and why this is so important. The first example I'm going to show of this is for the keyword sewing kits. So put yourself in the mind of the shopper. Say you're looking for a sewing kit, you search that and you come to this search result page. What do you think about all these listings? Well, in my mind, all these listings at first glance at least look pretty much identical. Yes, there is a difference between them. They might be different sizes, they might have different pieces, they might have different colored yarn, different accessories. But as you scroll down, it's very hard just at first glance to really truly be able to tell the difference between all these. And the shopper's not going to take the time to go through every single search result and pick out the exact one that's best for them. What they'll do when they're faced with this type of situation more often than not is they'll come up here to the top of the search results and they'll look for something that has a lot of reviews and the best pricing that looks like what they want. Another example of this is this product here. You'll notice that a lot of these, you're scrolling down, they all look pretty much the same. Again, they are similar. I mean, there are differences, right? This one's a different color, this one's kind of a different shape, this might have different accessories, but you're just scrolling down here. I mean, it's almost comical how similar all these products look, right? So coming in as a brand new product with no reviews, no social proof, not ranking as well as some of these established sellers, it's gonna be very hard to compete because the shopper's gonna be overwhelmed just by the visual aspect of all these products looking the same. The second warning sign is that the prices the competing products sell for are starting to drop. This can be a sign that that product is getting too saturated. What happens is a lot of new sellers come into the category and they start dropping their price really low to try to compete with all the other sellers. When enough products start to do this, the well-established products will start lowering their price as well if they're starting to miss out on sales to these lower priced products. And what that does is just squeezes the profit margin for everyone and kind of ruins the product for everyone because no one's really making that much money anymore. The main reason why this happens kind of ties into the previous point where enough sellers are launching so that there's no longer something different they can bring to the product. So the only thing they think they can compete on is price. Unless you're launching a product you know you'll have a competitive edge with, or you'll know you'll be able to charge a premium price point and your marketplace is willing to pay a premium price point, that's something very important, then you'll want to go ahead and avoid these type of categories overall. So let's go ahead, I'll jump onto Amazon and show you how to spot this and give you an example. So the best way to get price history on Amazon is to use a product research software that has this feature. Most of the well-established software will have this feature, so Jungle Scout, Helium 10, Keepa, some of these other different ones. I'm using Helium 10 in this example, but again, all these will work for you to be able to do this. Let's take a look at this one. So if I was evaluating this product, it's a silicone back scrubber. I come down here and this will give me the price history. I'm on the last 30 days. You can see the price here is $6.99. That's the blue line down there. Well, looks like for the last 30 days, price has been the same. You might look at that and say, okay, well, they haven't changed their price. You know, that's all there is to it. Well, you need to go back in time and check the history. So let's check the last 90 days. Looks like price stayed the same. Let's go back a year. And this is where it starts to get interesting. You can see back here a year ago, they were priced at $13.99. And then a little bit later, they dropped their price to $9.99. And then they drop their price all the way down to $6.99, which is where it stayed at. So you can see here, they're starting to consistently reduce their price lower and lower over time. Let's take a look at another product, similar product or same product, the back scrubber. Let's come down here. Last 30 days, same. Last 90 days, same. Let's take a look at the last year. Okay, they used to price at $12, $13, down to $10, and down to $8, and down to $7, which is what they're at right now, $6.99. So as you can see, over time, price has come down. Overall, you want to avoid these type of categories that are becoming so saturated that price is just starting to drop lower and lower, just becomes a race to the bottom, because in that case, no one's making that much money and everyone just kind of gets mad at each other for lowering the pricing, and it's just not worth it. Warning sign number 3 is that the product has a bad ROI, which stands for return on investment. This is one of the most important points in my opinion. Profit margin is often focused on, but a lot of people neglect return on investment. Simply put, ROI is the amount of profit you make back from your initial investment. So if you spend $1,000 on inventory and you make back $1,000 in profit, you have 100% ROI. The better your ROI, the more cash flow you have coming back to you, which means you have more money to spend on inventory, spend on marketing, and growing your business. ROI can also be a good metric to help you choose between a couple products that you think are really good and you don't know which one to choose. You can see which one has the best ROI, and that might be the one you want to move forward with. Let me show you how to calculate this and an example of how this works. All right, stick with me on this. I know that going over math and formulas can be overwhelming, but it's extremely important that as an Amazon seller, you understand this. I want to try to make it as simple and easy to understand as possible. So ROI formula, how to get the ROI is that you take your net profit, which is the amount of profit you have after all of your expenses are taken out. You divide it by the cost of goods. That's what COGS stand for, cost of goods sold, which means the cost of your product with everything considered to get it to Amazon. So that includes the cost of the product itself, could include labeling, packaging, shipping to Amazon, all of that combined into one number is your cost of goods. And then you're going to times it by 100, and then you get your ROI. So let's look at an example for this. Let's say product number 1 is we have a $12 cost of goods and we're going to buy 300 units. So that means we're going to invest $3,600 on this initial product. If on Amazon, we can realistically sell it for $32. And then we take out $9 for Amazon fulfillment fees. Now, these are estimated numbers, but they're actually really close to what it would most likely be on Amazon. So fulfillment fees from Amazon is your 15% referral fee, your pick and pack fee for FBA shipping. That means that we receive $32 from Amazon. Now, to get our actual profit, we have to minus our cost, which is the cost of the product, from 23, which means we're left with a net profit of $11. Now, to get our ROI, we have to take our net profit, which is 11, divide it by our cost of goods, which is 12, times it by 100, and we end up with 91, which is 91% ROI. Now, we do the same thing for product number 2. I'm going to kind of skip through this really fast, but $5 cost of goods, which means we're only investing $1,500, and we end up with a $9 profit. So if we take 9 divided by 5 times 100, we end up with 180% ROI. This is a good example because when someone's evaluating a product, they might look at this and just say, oh, this one makes more profit, so I'm going to pick this one over this one. But in reality, it may make a little bit more profit, but you're spending a lot more money on initial investment to make that profit. This, you're spending only $1,500 and you're getting back a better ROI. Now, ROI, again, is important because the more money you have coming in, the more profit you have available for marketing, you have available for buying more inventory, expanding your business. And when you get into an e-commerce business, learning about cash flow and cash flow management is extremely important. So I hope you found this helpful and you start using ROI inside of your product evaluation. The fourth warning sign is that there are multiple competitors with 10,000 plus reviews. This is a sign that those competitors have been there for a very long time and are well established. So it's gonna be hard for you to come in with a brand new product, with just a handful of reviews, and compete against them. Now, in the past, it used to be that people would say, don't look for product opportunities that have competition with 1,000+ reviews. Well, listings with 1,000+ reviews are becoming more and more common as time goes on, because obviously the more time that goes by, the more reviews that are being generated. So I won't eliminate a product just because it has competition with 1,000+ reviews. But once I start noticing multiple competitors with 10,000+ reviews, that's a red flag to me that this is going to be very competitive to get into. Now, if you're a brand new seller, I definitely avoid these. If you're an established seller, or maybe you already have a product line that you're trying to expand out, and one of these products you want to get into has this type of competition, you might want to still get into it because you're just trying to expand your product line. But as a newer seller, these are the type of products I definitely avoid. Let's jump onto Amazon a final time here, and I'll show you an example of a product that's like this. All right, and to quickly give an example of a product that if I was a newer Amazon seller, I would eliminate as a possibility of selling because too many competitors have 10,000+ reviews, and that is a French press. So let's scroll down and take a look at this. But notice here, I'll scroll past the sponsor results. We have 26,000 reviews, 18,000 reviews. Scroll down here, we have 16,000 reviews, 22,000 reviews. So as a rule of thumb, if I see maybe 2 or 3 or more competitors with 10,000+ reviews on the major keywords, then I'll go ahead and eliminate that product, at least as a first product. Like I said, if you're kind of expanding your product line and you want to get into some of these more competitive products, that's a possibility at that point. But as a first product, these are not the type of products that I would sell. I would stay away from them. We can also see here, if I use helium-10, I'm going to pull up the X-ray here, which will give us the stats of all the products here on the front page. We'll notice that the average reviews for the first page is 4,000. So again, that's very high. That means on average, all the products on the front page have an average of 4,000 reviews, which means coming in with a brand new product with 0 reviews or a couple of reviews, it's going to be very hard to compete. And it has a success score of only 1 star. Now, I don't pay much attention to this. I don't use it to evaluate products. But anytime I see a product with only 1 star, it does kind of raise a red flag that maybe there's something more I need to look into here to see if it's a bad product opportunity. And that wraps up the 4 warning signs. I wanted to end with this note, and that is when you're evaluating products, make sure you're not just eliminating a product based on just one factor. You always want to make sure you're evaluating the full picture. For example, I wouldn't eliminate a product just because it doesn't have maybe the ROI I'm looking for, because everything else might be great about it. I also look at things like profit margin, the competitors. Will I have a competitive edge with the product that I'm launching? How many good keywords can I rank for? And so on. And again, if you're interested in the other video I have on product research, it's in the description. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.